Oh, wow. I completely guessed that my camera was going to be in the right orientation. One sec, let me turn down the sweet, dulcet tones of Hyper Light Drifter, The Crystal Guillotine by Virgen on OC Remix. It's, I need like a nice fade out ability on there. I don't quite have it. I just use the YouTube slider. You know, you can have your like steak sliders, your hamburger sliders, and your YouTube slider. Oh. Focus. Camera, focus. Perfect. Hello! Hi, folks. Happy Sunday to ya. Hello to Ocelot and Dream Shaper and Shadows of Life and Double H Witch. I look shorter than normal. Well, you see, I, like, stepped in a bear trap. And then as soon as I got out of that, I stepped in another bear trap.
Turn your camera down, you idiot.
That's mean. But why would I turn my camera down? It's not making any noise. Rip leggies. Oh. No bear traps were harmed in the making of these legs. Hi, folks. Welcome to the Yizbrid Games community stream. I am your host, Fizz the Human. It is Sunday, and we are at the beginning of a new era of streaming. Not much will change at all. It's just the fact that randomly both games wait, still on Stace Gain. Yes. No problem. A new dawn is indeed upon the horizon because both games that I played ended up done last week. So like now we're just like finding new stuff to do. So the schedule has been posted with the games that I have decided upon. Yeah, it was wild timing. It's like having having orbits that like sync up after a certain amount of time or what have you, you know, like, and then it just right there. It's a brave new world. These are all normal phrases, but my Final Fantasy brainworms are telling me that like new dawn is upon the horizon and like brave new world, like that all I want is Dawn Trail. I need it. I was listening to Husky by the Geeks cover of the Dawn Trail theme in the car on the way back home. It's really good. I suggest you go listen to it on YouTube. I guess he cranked that out like the day the song came out. The guy's a legend. Anyway, all I want is 7.x's expansion of housing items. I got what I always wanted. All I wanted was 2 die channels for things. It's perfect. I'm the happiest camper. Hi, this is the Yizbrid Games stream. Yizbrid Games is a video game publishing company that publishes games you've probably heard of. Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action. Nirvana, Cyberpunk Bartender Action. She Remembered Caterpillars. No Place for Bravery. World of Horror coming out this year. Demon School coming out this year. Everdeep Aurora. Masquerada of Songs and Shadows. I said I was going to stop listing all of these once we got to like 8 of them. Y2K, Postmodern RPG. World of Horror. I did say that one, I think. Slams Fists. Slammed. I learned about the expansion announcement from a Mastodon post talking about tacos in the trailer while you were out having tacos. Yeah, like they put the Heart of Sabik like not just in the like they put it right there in the trailer. Finally, we get to see what the damn thing looks like. The big fat tacos, the big fat tacos, the big fat taco so big. That's not spoilers. I'm memeing really hard. Oh. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that there's a guy eating a taco in the trailer. I'm just gonna say that. But before anybody gets off on a tangent, yeah. Okay. That said, yeah, we're here to talk video games for a little bit, not just one video game, but like, first off, video games that Yizbrid does, and I just listed some of them, and you can find that list by like going to your favorite online video game. I was gonna say retailer, but that's not the word I want. Like repository, uh, thing that Steam does that other people do as well. TM, where you play through games, you play games through it, etc. But you can look up Yizbrid, and you can see all the games that Yizbrid puts out through there. Itch.io, good old games, Humble, Steam does what I said Steam does, so it counts. There was a link posted already. Thank you, Ocelot, for being the hero of time link themselves. Aside from Green Protagonist is technically more link than you, despite you posting all the links. Twitch reports were playing Outer Wilds, you saw. What happened? I'm making sure that I didn't I put Hyper Light Drifter. Did you get like a notification for a schedule? Yes. Yeah. So we're currently in the process of going through. So it kind of came to our attention that the Twitch schedule hadn't been changed in a while, and the welcome messages on the Discord haven't been changed in a while. Oh, what's that? You didn't know we have a Discord? Why? In fact, you can go to discord.gg/YizbridGames and hang out with all of the people that are here in this chat, but over there as well. Have a good time even when I'm not streaming. But yeah, so we're going through and doctoring up all the places where a ye old schedule still is, because I totally forgot that there are schedules to update. Also, you see Hi-Fi Rush on the Thursday schedule now, and you are very excited for that. Yes, as am I. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do Hi-Fi Rush or if I wanted to. I'm going to be getting a capture card soon, and because I want to be able to open up my like Switch library for stuff to play. Hey Fizzy Fish, sorry about this, but if you reach your goblin hand through the curtain, could I put some Cheez-It cartridges into the hammy hand slot? There are Cheez-Its here, I guess. Yes. You got to do the like Majora's Mask like paper or just growl. That works too. Ugh.
I want the whole box.
Oh, you said deposit the. No, you can have it there. Interrupting my stream for this.
Thank you.
Get Cheez-Its. Oh, that's fine. Cheez-Its I don't need, don't want. I feel like many streamers set up the Twitch schedule once and forget it forever. Yes, that's indeed what I do. But yeah, no, it was sort of a like, hey Fizz, what do you want Thursday to say? Also Hyper Light Drifter, and I was like, no, I'm doing Hi-Fi Rush. Cool. So that's what we're gonna do on Thursday now, because that just kind of gun to my head. Yes, cool, done. But I do want to figure out what having the Nintendo library looks like. Because I want to do an RPG sometime soon. I just haven't figured out which one. I was thinking Tactics Ogre was one that was bouncing around because I haven't played it at all, and there's the remake that came out recently. But perhaps what's that other one? It's a tactical Advance Wars I might do. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll figure that out in the future. But for now, yeah, all of the games that Blitch just mentioned, Hyper Light Drifter, Earthbound, Hylics, Undertale, all of those sound great. And with the Switch, I'd be able to play a lot more of those because while there are other ways to play games such as those that would allow me to stream them from PC, I want to make sure that everything is kosher. So, because, you know, we represent video game companies. We want to support that. So, that said, throwing your mod vote weight behind Mother 2 Earthbound. I'm going to ask, fair warning, if you do Undertale, I will be here every stream to bug you with literary and musical analysis bullshit. You're making me want to play Undertale more than any other reason, actually. Okay, were you gonna do literary and musical analysis on it?
I make art.
Visual analysis is cool. I mean, yes, I appreciate that. I can talk shop with music a little bit more. Grumble. But yeah, all of that to be determined in the future, because right now we have a different game that we're going to be playing today. But a lot of those games are like I'm really interested in. Yeah, Wargroove as well. Who knows? Maybe there's that like Mega Man pack that came out, the Mega Man Battle Network pack. I know there's a lot of stuff to think about. But anyway, I think I missed a couple extra little things to talk about because I'm very distractible today. We have a YouTube. We have a Facebook. We have an X. It's still twitter.com. So, like, I don't... But, like, even when you click the Twitter link, like, it still says twitter.com. Like, it's not... There's no... I don't... I have a lot of opinions about this, and I'm not going to share them through the Usbridge channel. That's fine. We're going to go playing Hyper Light Drifter. Yeah, so fun fact, that's probably not ever going to be a thing without legal action. Yeah. Ooh, this is loud in my head, so it might be loud in yours, and I apologize if that's the case. But if it's not, let's see, I need to switch over to my gameplay. We're Sunday now. Switch that on. Yeah, I agree with that. Just as a little like end point on it, I feel that for one thing, it's gonna just drag down stuff because there's a lot of grumblies about the whole scenario, and two, I feel that a lot of criticisms of what's going on here are very adjacent to a whole heck of a lot of criticisms about a lot of things, and it has the tendency to spiral real easily. So that's all I'll say on that. Let's get to some Hyper Light Drifter. But no hard feelings for anybody who was commenting on things. I need to make sure that my controller works. Are you on, sir? Yes. Okay. Let's make sure I understand what that. There's co-op here? That's sick. Well, we'll be doing PS4. I'm not gonna change anything. Why does it still say B is back? Standard. Oh, PS4. Okay. How do I save this? Do I just hit back? I thought that would change the button layout. Can I? Yeah, when I hit back, it switches it back to Xbox. Is it? It's not grayed out. Yeah, this should absolutely not be a puzzle. Let me look this up real fast. Hyper Light Drifter switch to PS4 icons. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I can just play like this, but it's gonna bug me. Maybe that works? Google it. Yeah, I did Google it. I have a feeling I know. Oh wait, actually, Hyperlight Drifter PS5 controller icons. We have a GameCube controller. Could we try that? The problem with GameCube controllers is that they have a they feel wonderful, and it's great when games are made for the GameCube because they take into account where the button layout is. Using GameCube controllers for games that aren't meant for it, I feel is very awkward. I just want to switch the thing here, but maybe we won't get that. Maybe I'll just have to remember Xbox controllers for now, or Xbox controls. The buttons are working fine. It's just what the image is all that. Why would that be? Oh, it's bugging me. We'll just do it. It's fine. It could also be because I'm using a PS5 controller. It just doesn't understand. But this is fine. So yeah, Hyperlight Drifter. This is a game by Heart Machine. I wanna give it a little some info on it. It was kickstarted back in 2016 is when it came out. And it is apparently very A Link to the Past inspired, which says a lot of good things for me. Disasterpiece, I don't listen to a whole lot of. I've like maybe dipped a toe into Disasterpiece, but they did the OST for it, along with composer Akash, who Akash Thakar, if I am saying their name correctly, which is one of Jacob's friends. Yeah, worked on this game. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I feel like Akash might have been on stream once. Steam settings controller toggle off PS4 thing. Cool. Not that you know of. Okay. I thought there was a time that he had Ryan and Akash on both, but I could be wrong on that. Steam settings. Controller toggle off PS4 thing. Controller. Well, I want to have it on for PlayStation controllers, Xbox, desktop layout. I'll be able to check this out later. I think it's widely unimportant. It's just going to be mildly annoying. But if I'm not mildly annoyed by it, then maybe you won't be mildly annoyed by it. It'll be fine. But yeah, it's this is a super like artsy game. Like when it comes to like it just oozes style, I should say. Like, and I know that it made a very big splash when it came out. Like, it's definitely one of those like when you think indie games, I feel like Hyper Light Drifter is probably in like the top 20 that like if you wanted to prattle some off, like it's big. And I managed to just dodge its existence, so now we're fixing that. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Eldre, right? Final answer? I'm not gonna say it wrong this time. Cool. Text stream, much troubleshoot. Agreed. Awesome. But yeah. Newcomer, more forgiving challenge. So no, all achievements unlockable. Oh yeah, now we're going standard. Enter name. Wow. I like this. It's not that I didn't know what to put. It's just that all the keys have a different note depending on how far left or right, and that's really cool. Yeah, ascending tones on the software keyboard. It's great. Yeah, dopamine go burr. As a quick aside, I just started playing Pokemon Sleep. I might have talked about that last stream. But my friend who in video games currently goes by CB, she named herself Sleeby in the game. And I was like, oh, do we all need sleep sonas? So my name in Pokemon Sleep is that. And I feel really, really proud of myself. So, Eldre, you say, I don't like Pokemon Sleep. It felt too gamifying. I agree. I think Pokemon Sleep is almost a little bit gross in that it's like taking something that's like it's like, here's a sleep tracker, but instead of using it for good, it's like using it for transactions. And I hate that. But you know what I don't hate? Is having any reason at all to try to go to sleep, because I have none. I am terrible at sleeping. And for me, just like having an incentive, stupid as it is, to like get me to try to get a decent amount of sleep to have my Pokemon's like energy regenerated and such, like, I'm just gonna take it, and I'm happy with that. So I've been having I would still call it fun with it, but I completely understand the criticisms that people have with it. Like Eldre, I think you were absolutely correct. You say my sleep tracker should not be asking me to do a bunch of game stuff right before and after you go to sleep. I agree. Oh. I'm fucking into this. Who's that? Foolish samurai warrior. God, this is so cool. I'm getting a vibe from this that I don't know if it will resonate with other people. I didn't play the original, I didn't watch the show or play any of the original games that came before this, but the anime Casher and Sins, I don't know. I'm getting big Casher and Sins vibes from this. Content warning, flashing lights. Yes. Can I turn that down? Is that a thing I can? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I can turn that off at the moment. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. That is pretty bad, though. Let's just die. He's left bumper to heal. Okay. So dashing, kind of say the safe word. Cheeseburger, but weird when it's safe. Will do. Okay. Well, I've got a slash. I've got a press triangle to do something. I'll press circle to do something. Left bumper to heal. God, this is beautiful, though. It makes me want to have the, like... The A Link to the Past rain music. Really though, I love that there's no music here after that intro. It's just very, it's a good decision. He has a giant head, big brown thing up on the right. Did I miss that? Oh yeah, here's like a, is that hands? Sorry, I am gonna be wandering around just to look at things. I enjoy that I have to watch out for the edges. Normally I'm like pushing against all the edges to like see where I can go and like what I, you know, or what have you, but like now I know that I'll just fall off. It's like, yeah, fair. Just had to see. Saw this, thought it might have been a secret path. Skellington. That's the... They use that symbol for the Garlemald symbol, right? Beeschurger as well. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so I can't interact with everything. I am sorry, Mr. Skellington. Mr. Bones' wild ride ended here by my sword. It was Garleans. I'm not saying it was Garleans, but it was Garleans. Okay. That would be a switch. Press Y to ping the HUD. Okay. But for what? Just to bring it up? Does the little guy have a name? What would you like it to be called? Okay, I can dash. I also appreciate that it's not, oh, take items. It's a gun! Okay, I have bullets. I don't mean to slash the skeletons. Left trigger is aim. Right trigger is shoot. I see. Cool. Aha, I see. This is a great tutorial stage, by the way. Thoroughly impressed. Oh, wait, do I have to press... No? Is that just... Okay. It's gonna get a little... Take some getting used to. For these controls. I can turn off the bridge. Good to know. Slash enemies and objects to charge guns. Okay. So they're charged. Got some more healing abilities. What did we get for these? A spoon man. Little dude. One fear. I know that's not a name, but it'd be funny. Hud Bob Kingsley, Little Dude Spoon the Third. Yeah, okay. His PhD is fake, but we don't question it because he's performed life-saving surgery on precisely 1.5 biscuits. Yeah. Dr. Hud Bob Kingsley, Little Dude Spoon the Third. Yeah. That's Dr. Spoon Man to you. It's a robot. Beat the rhythm with your hands, save me. Robots in a sunbeam, a sense of combat tutorial incoming. Yeah, mayhaps. Is he gonna block the bridge? I don't trust you. I think you're cool, but... We're back on the overworld now. It doesn't appear to be storming, but like... In fact, it's the opposite of storming. This is nice. I like that these grass items can be cut. That's the most Zelda thing that I've encountered thus far. Burbs. This reminds me of the walk up to the Master Sword in A Link to the Past. Ooh. Ah, it's that little... It's the half step up. It's so nice! I love it. Can I have a feeling... Yeah. I just needed to know. It's the what is that, da 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 da. Yeah, it's technically a ninth, I guess, right? It's the minor second, but up the octave. If we're like playing with the root note there, but they play around with the sixth as well. And just those like little half steps. Just I don't know. It's very like a thing of wonder, but like, yeah, I don't. It does give that sci-fi feel. It's I always think of the sixth scale degree there as it always reminds me of Star Trek Voyager. Da, 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 da. Like that little walk up like holds the sixth there for a second. Da, da, that's the fifth. Da, 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 da. That's the sixth. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, it's so cool. Backwards rain, some stay dry while others feel the pain. He's in pain, yeah. Sup, bro? Oh. Well, I found you. Put you in a blanket. Got me a slime. His name's Charles. Hope that's all right. The blanket, I mean, can't change Charles. Good, we met the Mandalorian. We can now become Pedro Pascal's weird little friend. I mean, would that we could all be Pedro Pascal's weird little friend. Ooh. Wait. Why? I guess this mirror is slightly tilted. That bugs me, but like for reasons I can't explain. Bugs. Yeah. Top left has an interactable, so it does. Consider it interacted with. Oh, no, wait. Put that back on. I don't want dark. Not at the moment. I will break your boxes though, sir. View map. I have a map now. Neato burrito. Yo. So, new goal for my map wall. It's acquiring one of these. This is cool. Yeah, if Fangamer doesn't have it, I think it would be awesome to get a just a digital picture frame, like one of the for digital photos, but then just have this on it and have that up on the wall. Because like I feel like this like almost needs to be pixel art in order to have the same effect. I think that would be cool. God, this is gorgeous. I want to take it all in, but like there's too much to look at right now, and I have no context for a lot of these places. But like I can't wait to be in all these places. Oh, cool. We've got our this is very Ocarina of Time. That's cool. There's multiple weapons? What? Okay. 3 mugs. He, him, they, them, and cool map. Cool hat. Oh, okay. What is it, Navi? Sorry, HUD Bob. Imagine this map is a full wall individual LED display. Don't make me think about that. So what is this saying? Thing on left. Oh, you can't see it that well. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of, you're not really missing anything there. Though if it turns out a lot of things go in the top right-hand corner, I will scoot the camera over. But I think it needs to be where it is because of the HUD in the top left. Warp here anytime using the map. Cool. Warp point. What does that look like? Let's find out. Hold the warp. Cool. Double cool. They're citizens. And a pupper. And a burb. Okay, so one of those things goes here. Yeah. It looked like. That base. While standing here, specifically. It's a place of power. The soundtrack is already amazing me. I did see that there's a dedicated button for sitting. Awesome. Can I talk to you? I guess that's talking. Huh. We're back on the outskirts again, so I can use my sword. Fire. Those are bombs. So that almost tells me that I can bomb walls and stuff. Yeah, Goddard. Yeah. so alone, gonna end up a big old pile of them bones. Ow. No, back. Try it. Oh, I can hop up here. Cool. I can hop right back down. Alright. Intéressant. Ooh. I got a thing. Is that a piece of heart? It looks like a piece of square. What are the odds of the first death being dashing off cliffs? Oh, 100%. There's a 100% chance that's how it's gonna go. Oh, there's an art book. Oh! I haven't even played an hour of this game, and I'm like, I want all the things. Give me all the things. Who are you, Mr. Laser Hands? Guess he's telling me of a boss of some kind. Because that's not the guy I'm looking... No. It's not. This is still a cloaked figure of some kind. Cool. I love how many secret little locations there are in this. Clearly he wants you to unlock the water temple and purge the evil within. Yeah, perfect. When do I want to aim for first break, by the way? Let's go 6:15-ish. Another 15 minutes or so. Where am I in relation to? Okay. Oh, is that a little, like a jackalope? Too much deforestation. And then, as a sage, I know never to stay capped on my Adder's Gall and Adder's Sting. So we'll make sure that we've used one of those at all times, so that we can pick one up if it comes to it. I did like how FF16 handled that, where like if you pick up a potion but you have full potions, it just auto uses it. So like it doesn't go to waste. You don't have to think about it. Alright. Shit. Okay. Gave up trying to match that to the key of the music. I was like, it's not gonna happen. Not with these chord changes. So the fire in the middle of the graves. Yeah, it appears so. So I'm gonna see if I can interact with it. Light it or something. But yeah, it looks like this is a graveyard. Pay some respects, chill by the fire, roast some marshmallows. View the end of the universe and the beginning of a new one, a la Outer Wilds. That's cool. You can see your character underneath the trees, but not by much. Which is nice. It's a good indicator without making the trees trivial. Like if you could just see the silhouette anyway, then like what would be the point? But like, well done with just the slight glow. Yeah, nice touch. That's a good way of phrasing it. I love that the soundtrack has been like almost entirely synth, but then there's like one or two acoustic instruments being introduced here and there. I'm sorry. That was good or bad. It's like cuckoo. It says a lot that for all the love I hold for Outer Wilds, first place my brain went with sit back, relax, and enjoy the end of the world was Milliways. I'm not familiar with Milliways. Very boss arena-y. And you're giving me healing stuff. And there's a well. Well, well, well. Oh, Milliways is a restaurant at the end of the universe. Thank you. I had the nice opportunity. There was a guy that came into my bar yesterday wearing a 42 shirt. And I was like, sir, a Pangalactic Gargle Blaster for you? And he was just like, well played. He got a gin and tonic. But still, I felt accomplished on that one. I can pass very well as a normie, so it's nice to bust out some of my knowledge. Looks like I need keys of some kind. And my assumption is I'll get them this way. Some wonderfully disconcerting modal fuckery in this track's harmony. Yes, agreed. I will admit I'm not well versed in modes or key signatures. Is this little guy gonna be like the boss itself? Oh, hello. Come on. I appreciate that the game reminds me to heal. Not gonna lie. Spare ribs! Can I not go up there? I want to cut those. Oh, I guess I can. No, I can't. Okay. Plate steel. Yeah, I feel like this game is very much like... Here's like a touch of body horror, but like, hey, everything's robots. It's fine. So, exactly, Samurai Jack, as a matter of fact. Trying to like get that a little easier, but first dungeon. Main thing I'm hearing is that it's not sticking to any expected functional harmony resolutions. It seems to be doing modal interchange, borrowing chords from parallel or relative modes on every chord change. Very jarring, not smoothed over sort of way. It keeps you on your toes, at least until you get used to it. Yeah. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Well, I didn't mean to kill a punk bot there. Oh. This isn't a dungeon at all. Can I, like, sit here for dinner? Or here? Huh. Did I fuck up? No. There we go. Seems I'll come back here. Yeah, I can't swing my sword in the house. But perhaps I'll have a way of, like, clearing out the crystal later. I'm going to pause here for a bit and let you guys continue to get used to the music. And then I'll be back in a break. I know I said about 15 minutes, but I think now's a good spot to do that. Ooh. But I shall return. Ta-ta for now. And I have returned. Thank you, Lau. Thank you, Dream. In honor of the fact that we're playing an indie game. An action-y one at that. Gotta bring back fan favorite. What was the name of the place? Green Path Acid Pools. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm pouring soda out above my keyboard. Not a good idea. I should not have done that. But yeah, cheers. Melon soda. Sorry, melon creamy soda. It's tasty, by the way. And above my mic, truly terrifying. Yeah. Let me get resituated here. Oh. Yeah, I just felt it was appropriate. Oh. Also, I hope to be getting a new chair sometime in the next couple weeks. Because right now I'm using a dining room chair. My other one just decided to go kaput on me. Controller, you alive? Yes, there we go. Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to do some shopping around and stuff. I found some good deals on some pre-owned Herman Miller stuff, but as much as it would be super comfortable, I also am trying to find a big chair, one that I can maybe even set stuff on occasionally. I'm looking for something that's either light gray or teal or blue. I don't know. I don't want a black chair. Yeah. Could I bring the game audio down a bit? Yes, absolutely. Let me. Actually, can I? Yeah, I can bring this down. I think I want that up. Well, I don't know. How is that? Does that sound good? Or should I bring it back up a bit? Could find some things, did a fair bit of digging through reviews last year, so for what you currently have. Yeah, I would definitely take recommendations. Happy to look at those. So if you've got them handy, just shoot me a DM on Discord or something of that effect. Just gotta know. Nope. Worth it. Booth. Oh. It's what are we referring to? Booth. Ah, camera. I'm on booth. Gotcha. Yeah. Booth is good. Herman Miller and similar brands are good and reliable, have a really strong warranty, but there's definitely other stuff out there that's solid without the designer price tag. Yeah, basically the only thing I know is that I'm trying to stay away from the racer style seats and go for something more office chair, but at the same time, I do like the big. Oh, hello. I do like the big back to them. So I was almost looking for some kind of an executive chair that maybe has a reclining option or some lumbar support, something like that. But but. Oh, I can hack at these. And I've got maybe a heart container? Is that? Oh, shit. Interesting. Who are you? I feel like this is more significant than I wanted to prepare for. Pattern that's on it. Or just to see that there was a guy there. Not by it. You have a YouTube channel to suggest? Yeah, feel free to Discord message me that. Give me the giant Snorlax bed? Yeah, sure. Will it solve your chair issue? No. Will I have a Snorlax bed? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. It's the guy we saw, the one that gave you the quest to come look at this area. I don't know. This guy had a gun, it looked like? Oh, okay. There's... There. I don't think I'm in the same place that I was before. Or did I come from here? Maybe I did. Oh, no? Definitely not. Ooh. This music's so good. Is this just a secret little area, or is there more to be found here? Got a question for me. Yeah, hit me with that question. If I hit the HUD standing on the symbol by the well, does it do something? No, it does not. I believe this symbol was simply to show that there was a box there. I was drawing in front of me because is that little symbol, is that a natural symbol? A natural sign in music? This, I think, was the way we came, though. Yeah, definitely. We can consult the map. Still need to make it up and over here. Okay, well, we'll head back. I don't know if this game was designed like this, but I like the idea that, like, the dash was, like, a distilled version of Link's roll. Like, what if we just, like, have that be the method of travel? So, like, getting up there, though, like, so that symbol, I feel, is one that I can use the HUD call thingamajig on. So I gotta go up and to the right. And here we go. actually, like, did. So it looks like it just makes me immobile, but it doesn't. Elevator, got it. I feel bad that I'm just going around destroying everything. Like, it's not that I want to destroy everything, it's just that I really only have one way to interact with the world. Okay. Okay there, buddy. Death. Double death. I have two hands, but only can destroy. Okay, lost. Oh, but this is where I was trying to get to before, because this is where our guy with a gun is. Couple guys with guns. Got you, buddy. Got you. Falling your butt when running into any object is a good start to world interactivity. Yeah, agreed. I mean, I can sit on my butt. I don't know about falling on it. And also, hello, Clockwing. Good to see you. We're just bad, okay? Don't worry about it. Never said I was a good shot. Cool. I'm bleeding because I'm low on health. That's neat. And I can feel the heartbeat in my controller. That's rad. Oh boy. Okay. See, if I had a bullet of any kind, I could shoot those. Blow them up. There's death. Death is here. Not heal with that ammo. No, I just didn't have health. Okay. Well, I guess I just restart from here. Hope there's no, like, no death. Achievement or something that I just lost. Yeah, was it a cliff? Yeah, it's the first death. played through all of Resident Evil 4, but then like I can't shoot like a pixelated samurai, you know? There wasn't even anything here. Cool. Alright. Samurai Jack. Now I have bullets. Got you. Had a bad day. Hot take moment. No death achievements disincentivize players from exploration to never be on in normal modes. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm just thinking like Link's Awakening had a no death prize, and it wasn't hard to like circumnavigate that either. Like you could just like save constantly basically. I see why that was. Ow. Ah, jeez, okay. Alrighty. I gotta just be more careful. The hang of this. Cool. There's like a little bit of a dance. Like, I love stuff that checkpoints generously or always at best resets you to the start of an area on death, Zelda style soft resetting, or resetting you and taking some HP if you stumble. Yeah. Somebody's already having a bad time. Why would you make it harder from soft? Well, I haven't played Dark Souls 2, so I don't know about that, but I feel like there's a time and a place for that level of hardcore mode. I really liked Elden Ring. No achievement for like taking out 3 guys at once. Is my dash longer? No. Come on, guys. Should be opt-in. Yeah, no, I agree. Sorry, I meant to continue that thought, and then I got distracted by enemies. No, I think I agree. That level of difficulty is like, it's like, well, if you're already like not doing well and you're getting punished by that being worse, like, does that? You said the word disincentivize, and I think that's a great word. Like, if I'm getting frustrated at something, and the loss is increasing my chance of frustration, not by amount of times I'm trying it, but just by like difficulty, I should be getting better each time I attempt it rather than worse, or at least have it be neutral to where I can try the same thing a few times over and get better at it, but is there a... Aha, I see it. That's what I'm looking for. I think that'll lower everything. Oh, I thought that was gonna be cool. Oh, I have to do this. Yeah, rad. So what do these do? I'm not healing from them. I don't have more health. Excuse me. Collect 4 and they combine and go bonk. Yeah. Sorry, catching up on Dark Souls discussion. I one of these days I want to try playing like Dark Souls 1. What was that? Is that just remnants of where I was? I guess it was the blood disappearing. Digital blood. Ha. Oh, jeez. Getting better. Understanding the dance. Cool. I like that animation. Turning on a Simon Says. Okay. The top left piece from the map I saw earlier. Yeah. Looks like it. So we have... Oh, there's a whole... No, what? This is so wild. Like an underworld, or it's just like how things are connected, I guess? This is so cool. Massive world, too. All this was contained on the overworld. That's neat. Behind the camera, Hensack's asking. You know, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Walk back here, but for what reason? No crystals here. Knock that down. It makes me wonder, like, if that's a... Like, I don't know if the crystals are bad or not. They haven't given me much of a... Like, I want to assume they're bad, but, like, context clues shows it might not be. Like, it hasn't hurt me yet, right? Ow. I have no health At least that's a checkpoint, right? What's a Chozo? Chozo statue. Cool. Warp point, looks like. Up here anytime. Awesome. And what's our... Nope. Well, I got healed, but I don't have any more heals. Let's go up. So we find elevator. I don't know if I want to take that yet. Thought so. Take one of those. Is there a way to get over there? Maybe not. Maybe here. Does this show... Is this just a texture, or is this showing, like, tiles? I don't think it would. Let's see. What else is down here? Ooh, dark. Back, you foul creature. Fogs are related to the crystals. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we got another one of those. That's good. Look for missing power to these. Ah, jeez. Please, 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 please. Please. Oh. Okay, another one. Curious as to what this is unlocking. Like, instinct wants to say heart piece, but that's what I thought about the last thing. Oh, I still have a sip of this. Oh, does sitting down recover my health? Is that something I just saw? Lots of squares in the middle of that plaza from the art. Yeah. Oh, that's a meter for bullets, not health. Okay. Oops. Shit. Wow. Okay. I would like to figure out how to get the... Is there a way to... How do I get to that? Not worth attempting. As much as I would like to. That'll kill me. Okay, I see. So in places where there's like crystals on the ground, it's gonna be like a trap. I do this without taking a hit. Come on. Oh god. Damn it. Ah. Didn't see that one. Okay. Is there a... I guess I could, like, travel back to town, right? And heal? Is that a thing I can do? Take a second to attack. I don't like that guy. He looks angry. Hallelujah. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat. Little dude healed me, but it took me a while. Oh, when I went away, that's concerning. What went away? I missed that then. Howdy, mechanical snail. What does your mechanical life entail? Oh, there's some bread on his head that was darting about, I see. Oh boy. Snag that. Oh, down the hole. It's called a dirk, I just learned. Snail things, avoiding salt. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, why? He's scared of me. You okay, my dude? Can I, like, calm you down? Oh. I've been bamboozled. dash time. Damn. Chat is pretty salt free for Twitch. Yeah, I would agree. Low salt chat, low sodium. How far back did I go? Oh shit, really? Ah, fuck. Okay. A little more salt right now. This was not what I wanted to do, actually. I wanted to do absolutely not this. Damn. Okay. I should have just let them kill me. I wanted to re-get the health. I don't remember which way I went. Was it down here? Little guys, there they are. There's a lot of them. More? Yeah, no, it definitely respawned them. It's those. So I can kill them first, though. That's cool. I recognize what they look like now. They're a stationary position. This was the way I went before. We got this. Whatever that may be. There was our heal. Get it. Hell yeah. Okay, well, we're doing a lot better now. I have a plan. I have a plan. It includes you. Let's go this way. That's pocket raptors all over again? Wait, hang on. What are pocket raptors? Heart of Thorns expansion for Guild Wars 2. Huh. I might need a little more context on that one. I know not of the pocket raptors of which we speak. They sound fun, though. Nailed it. I mean, didn't nail it, technically. I have plenty of could have done that a little smoother, but... So pocket raptors are little baby raptors that will pop out of bushes in packs of like 6 or 7. They all have reasonable amounts of health for a freaking raptor. They're about Archaeopteryx-sized. Pocket raptors are tiny saurians found in the heart of Maguma and on the Ring of Fire, usually in packs of 5. When less than 5 are found together, they are usually either survivors of an encounter that took part of their pack, or the rest are hiding in wait for an ambush in nearby bushes. The more you know. Boop, 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 boop. Packs deal fast damage. Get me out of there. They look like they did not have a good time. Ooh. What? The crystals respawn with the guys in them? What is going on here? Can I make this? Is there a jump over here? Yeah, some really interesting implications indeed. That one, I guess. This looks like the type of thing where there's a... Can I, like... I was thinking maybe I can make it onto that. Dash from there. I'll try going around. Unless there's, like, a... I wish I had, like, a thing I could lob to, like, test to see if there's a platform somewhere. Oh. So we shot it with a cannon. What is that? It looks like Trigon from Teen Titans. Something about... I'm trying to... I guess it's crystallizing them? And then they got out. Crystal beams. Crystals exploded. And then I guess a lot of time passed. They were frozen in crystals for a while, maybe? And then woke up later? Looks like it died along with its victims, perhaps. Yeah, glimmering stones, exactly. I skipped an elevator earlier because I just decided not to check it out and go a different way first. I do want to remember that that elevator is there, but I did not check it. See that again? Maybe? No? made this floor up here. I see what happened. The chair. Death to the furniture. I see. Having just a touch of trouble discerning like what shapes I'm being presented with. Oh. See, they reform with them in there. What is this implication? Get me out of this whack-ass crystal prison. Okay, I've got 3 of these. I don't know if I can mark my map. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can. It didn't look like I had a way of marking my map. What happens if I, like, get trapped with a person? Huh. I'm not hurt by that. It's perplexing me. It did get dark though, didn't it? Yeah, maybe once I unplug all of those or something, it'll power down the place. Entirely sure. Oh. Back, ye foul beasts. This is the way I came, though, yeah. Ow. Ow, I forgot about those. Game did, though. What's up, buddy? Okay. Combinations of things. They're brutal. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. That's why they're bad. I guess it's not much of a thing. It's just a set piece, but I totally thought it was something. There, I would like that. Let's kill this guy first. Nope. No, no, no. They knew. They knew. I thought I knew. Okay. Yeah, that's very rude. Okay, but you know, honestly, I'm in a lot better shape now than I thought. I thought I had a lot less health when I walked in here. We're doing okay. There are a lot of you. Holy shit. Can I lure you guys over here? Y'all want to come get me? Yeah. I like this. Here, come here. Try it. Y'all are not the most intelligent creatures. Glad that works. I love these guys. Some of these sound effects even sound like a Link to the Past. I'm hearing the like of like enemies dying. Okay. The spiders. Got it this time. Is it just for health? Like, I have to cost health to get it. What's the point? I guess the point is be good when I get it. I have a funny feeling that the one thing I'm missing is in that, because I've got 3 of the, oh, well, actually, wait, hang on. Yeah, I think I need to go back to that, just warp back, yeah? Yeah. So I can go up from here. This was where the elevator was, and I'm thinking that it's where the last thing is. Are those buzzards? Also provides a good little checkpoint. Little checkpoint. Okay, power's out here. At least it's darker than it was. And yet, here we are. Hello. Huh? Okay. Oh. Okay, those are more, those exist in more places than I expected. Cannot shoot them. Was worth a shot, no pun intended. Ow. Okay, cool. Got that switch out of the way though. Okay. Shouldn't have healed all the way there using that, but I've got to just mad dash across this. I go down into the left here. Yeah, have a good night, Dream Shaper. Oh, no. Stop it. Ah, he knows how to be tricksy. Can I shoot those lads from here? I don't think so. Yes. Yes, I can. Only just so. Huh? Ah. Thought for sure I could nail that. Oh, okay. That was the spider's doing and not my own. Oh, I have to get across that a lot faster. The dash. Okay, I have to get on the... How do I do this? I hop on this one. Dash, dash. There we go. Haha. Cool. All Fizzes can have little environment puzzle as a treat. I also wonder, like, I could be doing a lot of this content in any order. Is that a correct statement? Like, I don't know if the game led me to the left or if I just kind of picked left and then ended up here. Correct something cool. So, like, I could have started with blue crystal land instead of green crystal land, is what you're telling me. That was my mistake. I'm sorry I failed everyone. Thought you knew me. You didn't. Been doing some Googling. Actually went second in the recommended order at the beginning. Ah, it's okay. Tutorial image suggests up. I think I missed the tutorial image. Next, you'll tell me that you prefer black mage over blue mage. Let's put the no in a no key in. I've actually never tried black mage. I decided to pick up monk. And I am only a baby kitten at monk, but it's really fun. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. Your house at home, it gave you the little diagram for the pink things you're collecting. I see. When you listen to chat, chat went left, yeah. Yeah, Blitch, I think you suggested, like... was it that you suggested I try out Monk or something? Yeah. I thought I remembered having that conversation. I was like, I want to play Final Fantasy, but I don't know what to do. She was like, try a class you haven't played yet. And I was like, maybe. And then I did, though. Yeah. Just got to 84 for Monk. It's very good. Yeah, awesome. I only have one level 90 class. And somebody bought me Paladin a while back. they got me to 70 and I got it up to 80, and I did that for the Shadowbringers role quests, but let me rephrase. I'm playing Pugilist. I am level like 13. Real babby kitten. Storm the gates. Dodge them all. Bullets? What bullets? What are bullets? That's a crystal. You're a crystal. Shut up. Okay, I still want to kill these lads. Ow. Got him. Still that one left, and I can't recover anything, I don't think. I don't have a bullet to fight him, and I can't dash across that, can I? Oh, I should heal, though. No. Is there a way for me to get over there? What the fuck? Maybe I just ride this down? I can earn bullet by smacking crystals? Okay. Then let's go back up. So I can. I guess just because I earn, like, piece of bullet, right? Better title for this stream would have been Green Glass at High Tides. Worth it. One bullet for hitting an enemy and fractional bullet for breaking breakthroughs. Cool. Okay. Got him. Okay, can I shoot this from here? Of course I can't get it unless I can shoot that. Oh, there's a switch over there. I see it. I'm not used to what the switches look like, that's all. Yeah. Wait. Did I do it? Not quite. Okay. Do I have to hit it a couple times? Let me get all my bullets back up. That was the rhythm. Caught in the corner of the box. Well, can I trigger this with bullets? Do I just have to hit it with 6 in a row? Too far to dash? Yes, it's like just too far to dash. I think. Got me guessing at that, but I'm fairly certain because I tried it. Didn't I? Yeah, like say I'm there, like that's not quite the distance. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but it's okay. Shit. Meant to do this. Okay, well, yeah, we'll leave it be. Maybe I'll come back and it'll be jump and dash. Wait, can I jump? I don't think I can jump. Unless I can unlock a jump. Just because I'm hitting buttons doesn't mean I want to hit buttons. Come on. I don't have a jump yet. If there is a jump. Oh, insta-kill. I see. Well, that's okay, because it gives me back my, my health pack that I used. So I did that on purpose because I thought that it was not sliding to the side, but that it was falling. And so I thought that that was room I could get to and that there was like a secret there or something. That was my logic. Though. Don't know what I'm saving up for here. Take him out. Something tells me. Something will appear there later, maybe. What's that? Serpentine. Ow. How come you don't get hit, buddy? Get a wild undead guy here. Oh, hello. Reminds me of a Stalfos from Zelda, that jumpy thing. Okay, what about door number 2? Amazon warehouse. And with these gremlins, it must be door number 3, Amazon warehouse. Got him. Do you want to know real fast before I keep going up this way? Did I miss something down here? this activate yet. Passage near the first switch I hit. Past the blocks off to the right. Okay. This way? Oh, right. That was here. Take that for sure. Off with you. Okay. That jump. No way. It was worth a shot. Okay, well at least I could take out like a guy. Take out a few more guys. I could kill all of them if I really wanted to, I suppose, but I'm gonna leave that there because I don't think I'll have trouble meleeing them if I get up and around there. I have a feeling it's what's coming up here. Vaulted door. Path over here? There might have been something. It's gonna get lowered in just a sec. Double, triple ow. Get out of there. Cool. Less cool. Hey, everybody. Got him. Load up on that. It's nothing. Yes, I think this is... I don't know if it is. Yeah, I think there's something in the middle there. Maybe activate something that lets us get down there. Aha. Cool. I like. Ah, I got one good hit in. Ah, shit. How far back does that take me? This has all been one room. Oh, good. Okay. That counted. Good, good, good. Yep, we're fine. Nothing is the matter. perks do. I guess they really want me to use the gun. I don't want it. Cool. Here's this. Oh, howdy, Foxmar. Party of 10. Foxmar, party of 10. Foxmar, party of 10. Thank you. Greetings. Oh, there's tails. Wait, no, those are ears. Oh, you okay, buddy? I'm having those dreams again. I'm here for the steaks. I didn't cook anything. There's no steaks. So I, myself, shall put the world at stake. Potatoes, mushrooms. I can see what I've got. Besides, hallucinations here. I seem to be experiencing high stakes. Howdy, folks. How y'all doing? Welcome to the Yizbrid Games community stream. I am your host, Fizz the Human. I am currently getting killed. We'll heal. Let me warn you, I'm not good at video games. I love them. I'm not good at them. You came here expecting skill. You're in the wrong place. Doing party games. Hyper Light Drifter is an awesome game. Yes, it is. Oh, you were doing party games. Yeah. Sweet, sweet. Like Jackbox or different party game series? Series O party games? Ultimate Chicken Horse. I have no idea what that is, but I am intrigued. I feel like I went this way. Yes, I did. Okay, this brought me back around. Yeah, I would look it up, but I don't have thumbs. I have thumbs. That's a lie. Racing your friends and platforming that you build using randomized elements. That sounds incredible, actually. I'm gonna... Sorry, let me not say actually. That implies that there was a chance that it wouldn't sound incredible. No, that sounds incredible. Also, welcome. If this is the first time that you've ever stepped foot in the Yizbrid Games community stream, Yizbrid is a video game publishing company. Publishers of Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action, Nirvana, Cyberpunk Bartender Action, Y2K, a postmodern RPG, World of Horror, She Remembered Caterpillars, Masquerada of Songs and Shadows, No Place for Bravery, Everdeep Aurora. I'm sure I'm missing one. But yeah, go check out the Steam page. But as an indie developer, we love showing off other indie games. I don't just play indie games on here, but it's always nice to allow for others in the same space to show off their artwork as well. You know, I heal. I needed to heal. Tons of fun and inexpensive. Same, though. To be frank, I was giving a spiel. Fair. To be frank, I was catching a steal. Somebody get me out of this whack-ass crystal prison, I said. Please. Yes, also, I, the host, am a voice actor. Check out my page. Head on over to findfizz.biz. Locate me and my work. Yo! Nice. Do a little... I can dig it. What rating is my stream chat? How would I phrase this? Adult, but mature adult. Like, not immature adult, if that makes sense. Though we're immature sometimes, but, like, Classy. Yeah, rated M. I like it. Safe for work 18 plus. Yeah. Not explicit, but you can allude to things. Put the lewd in allude, but like, you know. Younger would probably be fine. Yeah, I mean, like, there's streamers out there that... We don't fucking cuss. What are you talking about, Ocelot? We might hold hands. It's risky. Yeah. So swears to some degree, okay, keep from being filthy. Yeah. Like you're allowed to, like, be, like, walking in, like, rugged and, like you just came down from the mountains, but not, like, grimy, you know? Like filthy because you, like, earned some sweat on your brow, but not because you, like, took a plunge in, I don't know, a vat of lard. I don't think, just stop me from talking. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm gonna have a soda. My pasty ass ain't going on any mountains. Me neither. I would be remiss if I didn't talk a little bit about some of the cool stuff that we've got coming up. World of Horror had an announcement about a month and a half ago or so. It is officially releasing on October 19th. Demon School is still... Demon School! That was the one that I forgot to mention earlier. I knew there was one. Demon School is chugging along and is still being discussed with the populace as coming out later this year. Demons, cool. I did that every time I was, like, demoing the game. I'd be like, and remember, you can't spell Demon School without demons. Cool. Or no, excuse me. It was you can't spell Demon School without cool demo. That was it. Because we were demoing it. And then I'd say, like, test on Monday. But, like, oh god, bullets. That wasn't what I said, but, like, did I want to come back up this way? Is there something else I needed to get from down there? I think this is still the objective, but you know, I'm actually gonna I'm just gonna follow the map, you know? Like maybe what I should have been doing from the beginning. Found the diamond thing, whatever it's called. Okay. Most of the things in here have been diamond things. That's not a dig at you. That is me just pointing out. And so, by which I mean, I think it's good if I found the diamond thing, that's most likely the thing I should get. Like, if I found a triangular thing in Zelda, I would feel accomplished. So too do I feel accomplished that I found a diamond thing. Or like a hexagonal thing in Tunic. Yeah, very diamond-y aesthetic, yeah. I am the crystal gem. All of them. Like Fizz, Fizzy Fizz, and Fizz. And Steven! I'm so sorry. I didn't know I could blow him up. Oh. The gem I found right before the terrible memory thing. Yeah, that's fair. So where am I on the map right now? So my thought was I could go left from here. based on the map. Great. Can I travel left? It's not. But here, seems like not. Up. Maybe this is where it dumps me back out after I'm done. Yeah, I love adding the and Steven. Mind if you boop me on track? Yes, boop away. Boop levels, Betty, hit me. Oh, it was here. It was here, wasn't it? This was where we never finished up because I died. I'm crystallized. Behind these crystal eyes. Here I am once again. Ugh. You won't get to see how many times I've died as I crystallize. I unlocked an elevator in that mini dungeon, walked past it. I am a fool. I can no longer return. Give me just a minute. Wait, I can warp. Let me take these guys out. And yeah, thanks for the Prime sub. Right. And then came down here. Oh yeah, the tasty Bezos bucks. Hell yeah. Hit him with that Bezos blast. Good luck, I'm behind 1,000 Amazon proxies. Bezos barricade. Yes, I will be returning. 'Tis a little Stola, isn't it? Is it? No, those are... Is it? Looks like it. Cool. Emotes are all Stola. You're a good person. Look, I mean, I'm just saying Fizz is only one step away from water, froth, and foam. And Blue Mage has just got that new drippy spell. Y'shtola would be proud. Okay, I have two questions. One, do you have a headcanon for your character? And two, does your headcanon include you keeping the Y on Y'shtola, or did she let you drop it in before? But like, yeah, that's still rad though. Was this the other one that we unlocked? Wasn't it? Your Warrior of Light gets to call her Stola, but not because they're in... Yeah, that's totally fair. Like, that's a reason you could drop the Y, but... does not have to be the reason. Yeah. I used to be like a I'm definitely shipping Y'shtola and Runar kind of guy, but like then Zero showed up, and you know sometimes you just gotta exchange a little ether, you know. Okay, so there's got to be a button around here somewhere, right? That's how this works. Also Raha. Yeah, I was gonna ask about Raha. For my own Warrior of Light, I haven't asked myself this. Oh, geez. Well, let me not die here. Because now I'm thinking about it. I feel like my Warrior of Light would not have shared a bed with either of those characters. However, I feel like only Grahatia would have been like, please call me Raha. And Y'shtola would not have requested it. So, Y'shtola she remains. We can all appreciate a good disaster. It's true. Even just a piece of one. Come up with your own full backstory, motivations, etc. for both your main and your alt. Awesome. Yeah. I'm not the type to write anything down. You'll notice the hashtag ADHD in the tag list for this stream. But that doesn't mean that I have not spent much and more time thinking about my wall. My character has a confirmed daughter, so there is that. Yeah, this is true. She's half Lalafell, half Rugadine, and looks like friggin' Higashikata Josuke. Yeah, she looks nothing like her mother. Is very female himbo. Agreed. What do you have to say for yourself? I once coveted the Quad Force. That is until that fateful day. Everything turned magenta. Oh, yeah. So, Blitchwitch is Blitchwitch, which is a valid, Lalafell name. Technically, kind of. I mean, maybe you'd need an extra syllable for those. But, like, spelling-wise, it works. And then, my character's name, Fizz. First name, of course, to match me. Last name Berktusin, which in the old country means son of Mountain Dew, and hence our daughter's Bruja Blast. Because, you know, we have a contemporary idea of naming conventions at this point. So is this a, like, you need 3 of these to pass? It looks like it. I see, I didn't know this. Your character gave birth to laying one large singular egg. Do Lalafells... I thought Lalafells just grew in the ground, like the Popotos they are. They're like Cabbage Patch Kids, but more cursed. This music is sick. It is nearing the time that I would stop playing, but I feel as though I am almost to here. And I feel like I can knock it out in a half hour. I just want to miss it. Though if somebody out there knows that like, nah, this is gonna take like 2 hours, Fizz, then I can take a break, or not a break, but we'll put this off till next Sunday. Oh jeez, oh jeez, haha. There's 4 of you. Okay, bullets. Gotcha. Haha. Fools! You have 100% of this game. How long this will take depends on my skill level. Yes. Terrible news. I suppose I mean like getting there. I have confident that I can like hold my own in a boss fight. Like, it's more the like, if this is now like starting a dungeon or something, that's something I would be worried about. Getting there will not take that long at all. Okay, cool. This music is so good. Ah, jeez. I thought that was a solid object. I was the fool. Still can't pick which race you would want to play, a very tiny tank or a very large crafter of tiny things. Ooh, both are very good tropes, or combinations of tropes. I picked Rugadine because of 2 reasons. One, I could have a full beard. Actually, 3 reasons. 2, they were aquatic themed with the sea wolves, which I'm all about. And 3, I have a 3rd reason, I promise. One sec. Brain. Oh, I was very used to having a large character in an MMO from back in my World of Warcraft days. Not that I played much WoW, but the WoW that I did play, I played a Draenei, and like just having like my friends would meme on me with White Whale Holy Grail. So it's just like a big dude, big white dude. Which I'm an average white dude in real life, but like, you know, big white dude in MMOs. So I went with it. Yeah, you do get a free Fantasia at the end of Realm Reborn. Did the tiny tank in WoW playing a gnome warrior named Melon. Perfect. Yeah, Mooncat, Bun Girl. I was thinking of if I do ever change my race, like if I do really want to like Fantasia, my idea is that like due to like interdimensional shenanigans, I needed to have a vessel built by the Thabnarian alchemists or what have you, and I was gonna go with the Aura girl, because I was thinking about switching to a female character because, or at least a character that's more svelte than Rugadine, only because I feel like a lot of like clothing items for glamorous just don't look that great on Rugadine. Like, I don't like robes, so like I would just rather wear other stuff, and like if something has like a high collar, you can no longer see my mouth. It just like covers it up because of the way like certain like parts of the costume or clothing items are embiggened based on the race. Like you just have like giant shoulders, that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's see if I can. I don't know if my head showed up, but I hope it did. My head was cut off for the Lala panic, then oh well. My head didn't show up, I'll do the uninstall-a-fell. Oh, Stacy, I don't think I told you about the uninstall-a-fell. I've not told you about that. I'll see me after class. Oh, cool. It does that thing that I talked about FF16 doing. I didn't realize it would. Cool. That thing being earlier I mentioned that FF16, when you pick up a healing item after you're all, like, you have all of your inventory filled, it automatically uses it so you're not, like, not using it. Thought I killed you. I thought you were dead. Please. Cool. Yeah, we recreated Blitch in the game down to adding in her ever so slight heterochromia that the average warrior of light would not catch on the character because they're just like one shade off, but like we made it happen for accuracy's sake, which is great. I love it. Please, 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 please. Heal, thank you. I need to gun more. Okay, so I think this is the way, this little curve right here, to go back up. But maybe not. Maybe I was on the right track. I was on the right track. Cool. Felt good. Gun and dodge are the true secrets to power in this game. Good to know. Slot redeemed community posture check. Yes, please do. My posture is global. My posture is secure. My posture is pure. This triangle. This piece is what all true warriors strive for. You have water, but are you drinking it? Just do what the chat says. Music says I should be marching forward. Where to be doing? Oh, I see. Here? No? Is that not? Up? There it is. Oh, though, but maybe that's just a... I'm at full everything. That's good. That never happens. This is just a little up. Music's not the boss of me. I mean, I'm looking for what the music is. I'm looking for what boss the music is of. Is that the best way to say that? Greetings, Lau. Welcome back. Well, maybe it was just to get this. I still need to go up and around. Excuse me. But what if that music is the award-winning song "Boss of Me" by They Might Be Giants? Well, they might be. There's a chance. Well, this sounds like I should be progressing from here, but the map says that this is the direction I should be going, I think. They might be Gigases. Of how bass heavy the music is. You're a metal and rock girl, so this really appeals to you. Yeah. I'm a jazz guy, and this is like also appealing to me. It's beautiful harmonies. Yes, agreed. Super minimalistic and yet such rich harmonies. Here, here. Oh, there's a... Did I miss that? Aha. I understand. Ow, pain. It's the big hurdy crystals. I think they're like upgrade cards. Yeah, I don't know. Is it money? Is it money you want? I'm okay with things. I'm okay with amassing things. Alright, looks like here's boss. That looks like a boss door to me. Pain is just health points leaving the body. Yeah. Of course they don't. Okay. Ow. Okay. Ow. Ooh. Pain. Alright. Alright. Let's go. And the music doesn't stop when you die either. Oh, heavenly. Cannons there. I like it. Okay. Okay. How did he know where I was going to be? Oh, I like that. It sounded like you said attack. Ow. How does he know? Ah, wait. Ooh. I like that. It's very like whap whap, like using those tritones that way. Wow, wow, wow. No. We'll get this on the 19th. It'll be like first try. Damn. Okay. Ooh. Da, 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 da. Why did it do that? Interesting choice. Just going major. Distracting me from the actual fight. Da, 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 da. Ah, this is nice. It's hit, dash, dash. Play this like Morse code. And then run. Heal. And then he's gonna do a circle. And I just wander a bit. 2, 3. Hit. Fuck up. Double fuck up. Damn it. Ah, that rhythm. Yeah, agreed. Right when I looked over, you said rhythm as well. And in that same vein, on Thursday, I will be starting Hi-Fi Rush. I also have yet to play. Do I not have invincibility frames? I can't tell if I do or if it's just placement. Dot is damage over time. What's dash? Damage and some hits. No, it's damage. Act! Shit! How? That's dash. But I learned I can't. I'm used to like fighting guys where like I want to dash in to stay close and like dodge to the timing. But I think the dodge window is just a little too tight in this, if it exists. Because I feel like he's caught me on dodges before. So rather than dodging inward, I'm now dodging away for both dashes. And I think that's the ticket. No invincibility frames. Yeah, there's the proof. Okay. Watch those. Run around a bit with bullets. I just got done with doing all that's glittery, or was it glitterier than Goldor in FF14? Getting the Chivo for that. Oh, I see. Haha. Neat. Cool. Yeah, come over here, buddy. Ow. Damn it. Ah, wait. Remember gun. Yes, I do need to remember gun. Hi-Fi Rush is an interesting choice to follow up the RE4 remake, given Shinji Mikami's involvement. I'm not super familiar with that. Thank you. So he was vulnerable there. I'm scared of some of these. Ow. Nope. I know I should be gunning, but I don't know. I feel like I'm using the time I could be gunning to just play extra safe, and I don't know if I want to drop that. I guess the timing on those jumps. Here, I guess I can get some hits in. Ow. How do you know? Buddy. Ow. They know. They know what you want to do. Program very deliberately. Try using single shots as they're trying to unload. Fuck the bullet with sword strike. Did I? I don't know. Gotta find out though. No, the answer is no, I did not. I think. Yeah, figure out how to use it in the rotation, yeah. I guess this is a rotation, isn't it? I call shenanigans. $821. All right, I'm gonna give this a few more tries, but oh, is it just that second one that does like 3 damage, or was I at only 2 health? I missed that. Okay. Ow. Nope. I'm losing my, like... I'm losing my focus on it. Like, earlier, I was, like, tracking movements and counting those. I need to do that again. It's hit, hit, dodge out, dodge out. Okay, run. Hit, hit, hit. Dodge out. Hit, dodge out. Hit, hit, dodge out. Dun, 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 dodge. Bullets. Hit, 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 dodge. Okay. Okay, now it's doing threesies. Ah! It was the bad. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I will also say, this is the first boss that I'm fighting. I was told I could, I was told that the recommended order is not to go this way first, and I didn't know there was a recommended order when I started playing, which I'm happy about. But if there are strategies that I just don't have the things for, too, I don't know if that's an issue. I mean, not that I feel it's gonna be too much of an issue. Right, we're on 3 now. Ooh, lame. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, the ads are like... The ads throw me off just by nature of being distracting, but like... So before I had to focus on trying to get him to go around to crush all the ads, but I was taking more damage in trying to do that focus, so I know there's a way to... like, balance this. Got him. Cool. Whew. Sick! And he dropped whatever the fuck these are. The things. I've acquired more things. Whew. Alrighty. Yatta! Indeed. The trick. The trick is to ignore that health bar down at the bottom and tell myself, if I even so much look at how much health he has left and try to spam this, I will die. So just keep up the rotation, and it'll just be a minute. did it. We did it. I don't know what this gives me, but a gun. B to swap gun. Well, circle. Okay. Ooh, I like the color. Can I like break this lad? Oh no, he's just crystal. Yo! Yeah, rad. Okay, that's a little more my speed. Let's get this. I don't know. What is it? Piece of the quad force. Mrs. While I was fighting, but NM0 had a cool note. Shinji Mikami was lead on the original RE4 and then went to found Tongo Gameworks, who did Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, that's rad. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Then we'll follow Shinji Mikami's journey a little bit. Ah, man, I got crystal again. Oh, not the backwards rain. That's some bullshit right there. Portals. Ooh, the hard cut. Rad. Every time I die in a game with 1 HP left on a boss, it's because I stopped to look and see if there was 1 HP left on the boss. Yes. Agreed. What is it, Navi? Sorry, what was it? HUD Bob. I remember HUD Bob, but I don't remember the rest of it. I know that you were saying it, Stacy. I could not hear you. I apologize. But I recognize that you have it correct. Dr. HUD Bob Kingsley, Little Dude Spoon the Third. Perfect. And Stacy, I'm sure you said that. That wasn't a sarcastic sure. I was legitimately saying that. Thank you. Yeah, Dr. Spoon Man the Third. Yeah. Of course, where was he during my fight when I needed him to save me? He's gone. I just want to see the, like... get to the like, ah yes, welcome back to civilization. Did you have fun? Oh. Hello. Is this something I can... Yes. Ow. Jerk. Am I starting a new thing here? Oh, what's this? Kind of starting a new thing. Okay, then we'll call it here. I just want to see what... I missed that. What, he added... They added letters to this. Okay, well... let me like exit here, I suppose, so that I have a screen transition to save with. Is that how I save? 15-20 minutes ish with. Yeah, we'll start the next. Do I need to do anything to save, or is it just autosave? Force drop saves. Yeah, that I'm not sure. Autosave. Okay, so if I quit to title here, we're golden. Won't lose anything. Awesome. Oh, appears when progress is saved. 2 minutes since last save. Awesome. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sweet. Alrighty, folks. Well, thank you so much for checking this out. I'm gonna actually quit out of this, and we'll blow me up here. There we go. Saved after I release the pylon. Cool. I must construct additional ones. Or maybe just go around and release them. Something like that. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. It was a pleasure having all y'all. I will run some of the game trailers as I bounce, but let's just do a quick rundown. If this was an episode that you came in partway through, do know that this stream here is recorded and the VODs are uploaded to YouTube just a couple days after they are posted. And thank you for coming out, Clockwing. Appreciate that. You can find news on Yizbrid Games and all the games under its umbrella over at the Twitter and Facebook pages for that. Twitter.com, X, whatever, but twitter.com/Yizbrid Games, facebook.com/Yizbrid Games. There is also a Discord. If you enjoyed the folks that you hung out with over here in chat, go to discord.gg/Yizbrid Games. And know that a lot of people talk about Final Fantasy XIV over there, myself included. So go hang out there, and we can talk all about Dawn Trail. You want to say the Dawn Trailer, because it's the Dawn Trailer. But Dawn Trail, yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Serafina. Give me the Corsair, indeed. But yeah, there's a free company that Yizbrid has going on. And then otherwise, it's just a cool place to hang out. Yeah, feel free to check it out. At what point do we start conning people? We did a lot of combat, but I didn't feel like we were much of a hyper light grifter. Yeah, I was wondering too. Like I was looking all through the game, just like hyper light sifting through, and didn't quite find it. But next time, Don Garitaville. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett's Moogle-Ritaville. Yeah. Yeah, what was I saying? That ADHD tag in there. Put me back on track, Ocelot. If you put me back on track, I will thank the moderators before the other stuff. Oh, yeah, cool. The wish list. Yeah, go check out what games Yizbrid does have on offer. Go over on Steam, Good Old Games, itch.io, and Humble, all of those locations. You can wish list games, and you can also wish list games that don't belong under the Yizbrid umbrella. It is one of the easiest ways that you can support the games and developers, development teams. I don't know where my brain wanted to go with that. But for free, you just wishlist it, and then it feeds the almighty algorithm that puts games in front of people that may not have heard of them before. But the more wishlisted a game is, the more popular it will be to get put in front of people's eyes to further your goal of having people enjoy the games that you enjoy. So it shows support there for free, which is pretty cool. Yizbrid.net is the main website for the publishing company, which you can check out to see a little bit more about what Yizbrid is about, as well as merch.yizbrid.net. You can go and get yourself a Jill plush, among many other awesome items on display. So go check that out. I, of course, have been Fizz the Human. You can check out my Twitter at twitter.com/FizzTheHuman or at Fizz the Human. And my website, if I didn't drop it on the in this outro, is findfizz.biz. So if you this game is not very dialogue heavy whatsoever. There's zero dialogue. So that said, if you liked my voice and you want to use my voice for a project, please contact me through that website or at hello@findfizz.biz. You can reach me there too. Captions are messing up Yizbrid rather horribly. YSBRYD. There it is. Look at that. Beautiful. If I played Undertale, though, voice acting, grumble, grumble. I will. Eventually. We'll get there. It'll be in the list. It's on the list. I promise. I promise. I think that covers everything. So we'll just hit those final 3 points. Make sure to be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Keep your spirits up. We'll catch you in the next one, which is this Thursday at 5 o'clock. We'll be starting Hi-Fi Rush. and we'll just be tandem swapping back and forth between Hi-Fi Rush and Hyper Light Drifter till we knock those out, and we'll just keep on finding video games to play, because it's what we do. We hang out, play some video games. But yeah, I'll roll that outro, and y'all have a great night. To those who rated earlier, thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you, and the new friends that we have. The Yizbird Games really is the friends we made along the way. So just keep that in mind as we transition to these trailers, and then I'll catch you at the next one. Toodles!